Hello, everyone. So, I'm Teacher Sky, and I wanted to help you guys with the demo one. I unfortunately didn't even think about screen recording the whole thing, so I'm just going to tell you, like, kind of what was asked of me and then kind of help you with some tips. So, initially, they just wanted to check your equipment. So, I already had my headset, but it wasn't working. I didn't realize I needed the split Y cable or something for that. So, I had to do it without my earphones the first time, but it wasn't that big of a deal because they still asked me to go to the second demo. And they just asked to see, like, the settings, and then they sent you the speed testing that was even maybe previously, and then they asked for, like, if you had an Ethernet connection and all this stuff. I have my extension thing, but my cable's not here yet. But they were like, as long as it's in a pretty stable place or you're close by, like, it shouldn't be a problem. But like, it's ideal if you do have it. And then the next thing that they kind of just went into the interview after checking the equipment and stuff like that. But the interview was more like, initially just trying to figure out, like, did you watch the videos? Like, do you know how to navigate the classroom at least a little bit? So it just asked you about questions, like, um, where the stickers are, where the masks are, like, how do you get the student to the stage, and then they would have you show them, and like, the highlight and all that stuff. I didn't realize the highlights just, like, how usually you click with this button is the other one and you just hold it down and highlight, and things like that. And then, like, then they'd like ask you, like, okay, here in the first slide, how would you interact with the kids before class? So you can just do like fun stuff, like play with the stickers, like I said, or just do like the text box and, like, okay, what colors do you know, and just like list them all down. And then they just take you to the next slide, and then just see if you know how to start the game. Like, a lot of them are in the top left corner. Like, you have to, like, click the button, maybe it's a number, maybe it says something, and just click it to start the interaction. And then they just try to get to see how you actually would teach it. But it's really brief. Like, didn't really expect it because I knew demo 2, like, was more like the thing where you're kind of doing it with the instructor. But, like, so I did it so briefly, like less than 30 seconds each time. Like, I was like, oh, like, let's play this game, and just doing, like, yay, good job, and give some stars, and then I mean some diamonds, and that was it. So I didn't really know, but she would just, like, be like, oh, I like that you did this, to get them to, like, say something or different little things like that. And then At would ask me, did I have any questions on the next part? And I'd be like, no. I think I said no every time she asked me, but I did try to, whatever she said, I would try to use that method on the next slide if it was appropriate. And so she went through, like, maybe she was going one, two, three, then she would skip to like eight, and then the final one. So I don't know if they're not kind of getting, like, your feel of the class. Will they go through all of them, or is it normal for them to skip around? I'm not sure. So it was like a few games, and then she would kind of tell me, like, oh, here you should use your text box. Here you should, like, use, like, for example, jumping, and like, use your hands, your TPR and everything like that. Like, I was using a lot of TPR because I am a teacher, like, was teaching English in China. So for 7 years. So I have the TPR pretty much down, but, like, it's a little different. Like, you have to be even more grandiose since it's online. And so, or just, like, they have their different methods that they want to see you use, because, like, maybe, or even if you're, like, jumping, because one word maybe previously was jump, and they want to, like, really show the difference, like, a lot. So, like, little stuff like that. And that's, so I try to incorporate that in the next part. So, then she was like, well, we'd like you to, like, get your earphones in order for the next one, but we'd like to invite you to the next interview. And so that was that part. It was pretty painless, even though I was super nervous. And I would just say, make sure they have, like, so many slides to go through. And I did my interview like from like my intro videos, everything was kind of back to back because I just want to quickly get it over with because it's quite the process, just to go through. But like maybe if you're not someone who wants to sit down and just like go through like a couple of hours of video at a time, like then make sure yours is maybe a week later or however many days you think it would take so you can like really go through everything. And I really appreciated their videos, even though sometimes like I'm like, oh, this is a lot on one hand, but on the other hand, it's actually like their courseware is so A1. It's like the best courseware I've seen, especially for online. And it's so thorough, like how they explain everything, and they just really, you can tell they really want to help you and not like just throw you into the wolves den. And like they really know that it's a lot of information at once. So even in the interview, even though they want to see what you know, they're just trying to see that you will actually like you care about it, I guess. Like you're really looking for the information, you're trying to learn it because they understand it's a huge learning curve. Even if you've been teaching us different courseware materials, so you don't really know how to use it, but they make you feel comfortable. Like you can tell they're not trying to like let's see if she really knows what she's doing. Like they want to see what you do know and then help you from there. So I really appreciated that. And so my next one is actually tonight, but this video probably won't be posted tonight. So maybe I'm going to screen record that one so that you can see the whole thing if I don't bomb it. and then you can really see like this next one. So go ahead, and if you want any advice or anything like that or have further questions, just let me know, and I'm going to leave my link and my referral code below. And so make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and I'll be so happy to help you. And good luck to you. I know you got this for your interview. So, all right, next time.